Are you also scared of making mistakes and would you like to get rid of it? In general, us humans are programmed to learn through mistakes, as it is the fastest way to learn. For example, when we learn to walk in our early years, it is through mistakes. Every time a kid learns to walk, they will fall a lot of times, and sometimes they will get hurt. But we keep encouraging them to stand up and try again. The same goes for almost everything in life. For example, riding a bike. So even though we have learned through mistakes our entire life, at some point we got scared of it and didn't want to make mistakes anymore. Which is a shame, as it is the easiest way for us to learn. In this video we will go through 11 reasons why you should make mistakes and how you will benefit from them. We know that we have definitely started to embrace mistakes a lot more after this, and we hope that you will too, so we all can use it to our advantage. My name is Daniel and I'm here to help people with personal finance and show how to start a digital side hustle of your own. If you're interested in improving your personal finance or start a digital side hustle of your own, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you found this video helpful. Mistakes offer opportunities to learn. A lot of mistakes will offer us opportunities to learn, as a mistake is the definition of that we have done something wrong. When we discover that we have done something wrong, we can take this opportunity to sit down and reflect over why it went wrong. Will it go wrong again next time? And what can we do so next time we do it right? Here we will have to analyze our problem to figure out the cause of it. What was the main reason that it went wrong? When we have discovered the main reason for it going wrong, we will have to research other ways to do it, so we can figure out how the best way to do it is. When we have chosen a new way to do it, we'll write it down and remember it to next time it happens. And then we will do it differently by using the new way. This way we don't make the same mistake twice, but use the mistake to learn from it and gain additional knowledge to get even better. By making mistakes, we will keep getting better and keep getting wiser than before. Mistakes trigger our creativity. If we don't know how to correct the mistake and do it in a different way, then we will have to think outside the box and start to think more creatively. By doing this exercise and thinking more creatively in general, we will start to notice that a lot more ideas will start to flow through our head during the day. It is up to you to write the good ideas down so you can remember them in the future, as you will start to get so many ideas that it can be hard to recognize what you thought about a couple of days ago. By having a lot of new ideas, it will be up to us to filter them and decide which ones we would like to act on and use at the moment, as some of them will definitely be better than others. If you have a friend or colleague to talk with, then it is also a great way to get more creative, as you can feed each other's ideas and build on top of them. Mistakes teach us about humanity. Mistakes help us to learn that we will all make them, and a lot of them are inevitable. This will teach us to stay humble and help others pass their mistakes, as even though you might have seen the mistake a lot of years ago, then it might be the first time that the other person is making it. Therefore stay humble and help the other person to reflect on why the mistake happened and what can be done to not make the same mistake again. Don't just give the other person the answer straight away. Help them on the journey to learn how not to fear mistakes and be able to overcome more of them in the future. By staying humble and approaching people with understanding, it will make both your day as well as the person in charge of a mistake much better. As long as we learn from our mistakes and don't make the same mistake twice, then we can grow together. Mistakes can empower us. If we want to succeed, then mistakes can help a lot to empower us on our journey, as mistakes are never something which you can't come across. You will just have to figure out how you can get past it and keep trying. By every try you will get better, and when you first learn to solve a problem, you will be way ahead of where you were before you started. Here you will have the empowerment to be more confident in that you could learn to solve the mistake. Then you will definitely also be able to learn to solve others, and by every mistake we make, we will become wiser and closer to our goal. Use this empowerment and confidence to go more dedicated for your goals, and you will soon start to embrace your mistakes. Mistakes help us gain new ideas, as we will need to reflect on why the mistake happened and how it can be avoided in the future, so we don't make the same mistake twice. then we will often have to think outside the box, as we probably have taken the decisions which we thought were the best. By thinking outside the box, we will start to see our problem from a new perspective, which often can help us to generate new ideas and new ways to solve the problem. By trying to follow some of these ideas, we will learn multiple ways to solve a problem, and it will be possible for us to analyze which of them might be the best. By not being afraid of making mistakes, it might be possible to try multiple of the solutions to see which of them perform the best and use the mistakes to our advantage. Mistakes will make us resilient. As we get less and less scared of mistakes, we will start to get more and more resilient. This is because we can see that the mistakes will be solved over time, and it often doesn't have as huge an impact as we might have feared. Then we start to see that the mistakes are not as dangerous as we might have feared in the beginning. We can use this resilience to start to move outside of our comfort zone and start to take bigger risks to learn faster and get closer to our goals faster. That way we will be less scared of taking those risks, as we know that we will find a way to overcome the mistakes in case they happen. We will start to see our progression happening faster, as we will lose a lot of the fear and have a clear view of our goal. Mistakes make us wiser. As we go through the mistake, we will look at what went wrong and how we can avoid making the same mistake twice. As we do this reflection, we will start to learn how the mistake happened, which will make us wiser by being able to get ahead of the problem next time. If we need to do it again in the future, we can use our new gained knowledge to take it into account. By taking it into account next time, we will know that the problem will not happen in the same place. Even though a new mistake might happen, then it was not in the same place as the previous. By keep going through this process, we'll get wiser and wiser for each mistake, and we'll get further and further in our process. This way, we will be more and more effective in whatever we are doing, as we can use our experience from our previous mistakes. Mistakes will help us to experiment. Mistakes will help us to think in new ways, as we know that we will have to do something differently to not make the same mistake again. When you are trying to create something new, it can be really hard to keep trying in new ways, and we will start to experiment more and more to make it that way. Like Thomas Edison when discovering the light bulb. He didn't fail, he just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. But he never gave up. He kept experimenting and learned from his mistakes until he finally hit it and the light bulb worked. By keep experimenting and keep learning from our mistakes, it will help us a lot on our journey, as we can use our additional knowledge on future projects, even though it might not have worked on this one. Mistakes will give us motivation. By overcoming mistakes, it will give us a lot of motivation, as we are able to see that we come closer to our goal for every mistake we overcome. Mistakes are nothing else than obstacles, which we will need to learn how to pass. By having the courage to keep making mistakes instead of playing it safe, we will meet obstacles more often, but we will also get ahead much faster compared to if we were afraid of making mistakes. By challenging ourselves to move ahead faster and making progression in our project, we will start to actually see and feel the progression. And as we start to feel it, then it will give us even more motivation to continue, as we will stronger believe in it to be possible to succeed and reach our goals. It will be like a snowball rolling down a hill. Our motivation will keep growing for each mistake we pass. Mistakes gives us references. As we make mistakes, we will get a lot of references to how we previously have done it and why it didn't work. We can use these references to get ahead in life, as we know next time we will have to go through the same process again. Then we will already know what we have to look out for. By using our knowledge of what we have to look out for, we can make a more clean process and get faster to our goal. This way, we can develop new products faster than the competitors, as they might make some of the same mistakes as we did earlier, and they will still need to learn from them. As we have a lot of references from our previous mistakes, we can skip them and keep our eyes on the goal. Mistakes can teach us to understand ourselves. By making mistakes, we start to learn more about ourselves, as we will discover where our weaknesses and strengths are placed. Even though you might know your weaknesses and strengths from school, then many of us still have hidden strengths and weaknesses which we haven't seen yet. But as we run into obstacles and start to make mistakes, then some of these strengths and weaknesses might start to show themselves. As we get wiser on where our shortcomings are, we can use it to our advantage to either choose to specialize and then outsource what you know you are not good at, or choose to learn it yourself, as you will know what you have to learn next to turn your weakness into a strength. If we never get challenged or make mistakes, it will be more difficult for us to understand ourselves, as we need to get put into a tense situation to discover where we shine and where we might have problems that we need to work on. We hope this video has helped you to get another perspective on mistakes and how they can be good for us to help us become better. If you are ready to embrace mistakes and use them to your advantage, then please comment below so we can encourage each other to not be afraid of mistakes, as we then all can be better together. If you are interested in more topics like this, subscribe to our channel. We will post new videos every week. And remember to hit the like button if you found this video helpful.